salvage diving is so good. You think I could hang on to it for a while?
Come on, you know you can get in trouble around here for overdue library.
Henry, apart from the food, you're the only thing I'm going to miss about this place.
Good luck, kid. Keep your nose clean.
I never thought I'd be able to say to some of the best guys I ever met live inside the walls of a prison. I still can't say that.
Say goodbye, fellas.
Bye.
Is this the Warren residence?
Yes, it is.
This is Phil Leonard at the Buchanan University Records Department. And we had a request here from a Julie Warren for a transcript, but she didn't leave a forwarding address. So I was wondering if you could tell me where to mail this information.
Julie? Oh, she's teaching school in Lake Ridge. Let me get you the address. It's 3422 Oak Lane, Lake Ridge.
Bless your heart, boy.
So, man, what happened to the leg?
I fell out of a helicopter and missed my target.
You what?
Gordon Bleak, Hollywood stuntman.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
I think it's fascinating. I mean, you're the first guy I ever met that was ever attacked by a shark. Wow.
Well, it was very frightening. If it had not been for Jacques, I would probably be dead.
You don't mean Jacques Cousteau?
Yeah, I was one of his divers.
Oh, my God. Hey, listen, I'm a big fan. Hey, listen, it's not for me. For the missus. Would you mind just signing that? Put down to Mary Catherine, best wishes. Would you sign it Jacques Cousteau? Because she wouldn't know who the hell you were.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey, Jenkins. How you doing, Mark?
Real good, Saul. Real good.
Good.
Sally? Yeah, he's here. Bob, there's a call for you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Jenkins, this is Captain Mervin at Tri-Fork headquarters.
Has he arrived yet?
What? Has who arrived?
Didn't you get your order straight?
Now listen to me and listen close, Jenkins.
There will be at your pickup point any moment now a man.
Yeah, right.
He's been working for the FBI, undercover sting. He's at maximum risk factor. We've got to bring him in and bring him in quick.
Now, you just listen to him. He'll tell you where he wants you to leave him. And, Jenkins, act normal. But, stay on your toes.
Right.
See you, Rudy.
Hello. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It's just the faculty meeting went so late. Well, look, maybe we could have dinner after the show, huh? Well, I won't make it before 7:30 at least.
Delivery.
Larry, can you hold on? Now there's someone at the door. Okay, just a second. Hold on. Yeah. Cade?
I told you never to open your door without looking through the peephole first. I could be anybody.
Larry? Yeah, you know, it's nothing. It's just some books I ordered. Right. Well, then why don't I meet you at the theater? Right. Okay. Bye. I think you'd better go.
Well, I just got here.
How did you know where I lived?
That doesn't matter. I found you. That's all that counts.
I wrote that I didn't want to see you again. I meant that.
I had a lot of time to rehearse this speech. Don't you want to hear it?
No.
It's good.
I'm sure it is. Never known you when you weren't good.
Come on, Julie. You're not being very fair to me.
I'm not being fair? That's very interesting coming from you. Here I am practically living with a man named John Robbins who is supposed to be a lawyer. Not only didn't you ever go to law school, but that's not even your real name.
That's not totally true now. I had one semester of law school.
Oh, right. Was that before or after you were pretending to be Tim Danko, flying lobsters in from Maine without a pilot's license?
Come on, that's the past.
Do you know what? At first, I didn't care. That's how crazy I was. I loved you so much. I thought nothing could come between our love.
Nothing did.
You did, damn it! I loved someone I didn't know. You know what it's like to find out you don't know anything about the person who knows everything about you? You don't. I mean, would you please just go away?
Julie, I can't.
Please.
I can't.
You broke my heart, Cade.
I hope you're not expecting any more phone calls.
I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing?
It'll all come back to you.
Cade, please. Oh.
Let's go back to that Victorian.
Where?
please. We spent the weekend and we'll get the same room. And we'll drink champagne in bed. It was great.
Isn't that the place that would close for the season? And you, you told her something crazy about... What did you... You made up a story.
Oh, I told her that I was a security advisor for the State Department.
That's right.
That was it.
She believed you.
She did.
Oh. I should have known then. I'm not going to let you do this to me again, Cade. Go away, please.
Julie, come on.
Not this time.
You don't believe I can change, do you?
I can't handle this.
I'm gonna get a job. I'm gonna have a car, a bank account. I'll be like normal. I promise.
I don't ever want to see you again.
Oh, yes, you do.
Hi. Ellen, how long you been doing this job?
34 years.
You must enjoy it.
I love it.
Me too.
There's been another outbreak at Andrews High School. Mary Stingham has that story.
A 17-year-old male student entered Principal Harold Martin's office at 9:58 this morning and fired 6 shots from a small handgun, scattering bullets throughout the office. Fortunately, no one was hurt. The student, whose name is being withheld, was believed to be on drugs at the time of the shooting. Miss Julie Warren, an English teacher at Andrews High School, was with the principal at the time of the shooting. Miss Warren, was the boy on drugs?
Yes, I think he was.
Oh, Julie. Excuse me, and who are you, sir?
And I'm her fiancé. Now, will you excuse us, please?
Well, no, but... Thank you. Like a lot of schools today, Andrews has been plagued by crime, violence, and drug abuse. Martin was the 3rd principal to tackle the job in less than 2 years. He resigned today. The question now is, who will be the next principal? Or better yet, who would want to be? This is Mary Stringham for Channel 6 News Alert.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce our next candidate for principal, Dr. Jack Taylor. Mr. Taylor,
how do you do?
What is your present occupation, Dr. Taylor?
I'm with Strickland Consulting.
Yeah, but what is your responsibility with them?
I work in a number of areas, from research to project development. My official title is Management Coordinator, which means I oversee the networking of various departments in a quality control capacity.
I'm familiar with Strickland Consulting, Dr. Taylor, and I'm curious to know why a big company like them would hire a high school principal from Twin Pines, Pennsylvania.
I can't lie to you. Nepotism. Mr. Strickland's son, Ted, and I were fraternity brothers at Cornell. He was after me for a long time to join the firm. You're more than welcome to call Harmon Strickland. I have his card here. It's, oh, this is the old number. Let me make sure you have the new one. The best time to get a hold of Harmon would be after 3.
Just out of curiosity, why would someone at your present income want to return to a lower-paying position in education?
That is an excellent question. Mrs.
Kohler.
Mrs. Kohler. I'm an educator. It's what I was trained to be. It's what I enjoy. I miss working with students. And frankly, I never got over the commitment that I've always felt toward our youth. The very future, the fabric of our society depends on them. And I want to do everything I can to guarantee that future.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I felt relieved.
Oh, well, as far as I'm concerned, he's the most logical choice.
I think so.
Well, let's not rush into this. There are a couple of important factors you're not considering. Dr. Taylor is not from this area, and he hasn't worked as an educational administrator for a number of years.
Well, I still think he's the best man for the job.
I was enormously impressed.
Who else have we seen this morning?
Well, then I think one of us should call Strickland and have him checked out. The people there recommend him. He has the job.
Fair
That's
enough.
fair.
Okay, Ellen. Let's do it one more time. Yeah, all right. Ring.
Strickland Consulting.
May I speak to Harmon Strickland, please?
One moment, please.
Perfect. That's perfect. That's all you gotta do. Do it just like that, and we'll be in business, okay? That's...
Strickland Consulting. One moment, please.
Perfect. Perfect, Ellen. That was terrific. Oh, that was great. I really enjoyed working with you. I want to thank you so much. Bye. Harmon Strickland? Debbie, where have you been? The phones have been ringing off the hook. Oh, sorry. Who is this?
Welcome to Andrew. Joan, Jim, meet your new leader, Dr. Jack Taylor.
Hello.
Welcome. Nice to meet
Jim
you.
is your vice principal, and Joan.
Actually runs the place. Let me be the first to wish you the best of luck.
Well, thank you. Hi. Hi. So, what's on the agenda for today?
I'll get the schedule.
Okay.
At 10 o'clock you have a meeting, no, at 11 o'clock you have a meeting with the coaches, and 12 o'clock the department chairman. At 1:30 a faculty meeting followed by a police parent conference, and then tonight...
Excuse me. Could I take one moment and look at my office?
Sure.
Thanks. Hi. How are you?
And tonight there's a swim meet, and the Activities Association requires a member of the administration to be there. It's the principal's turn. Oh, by the way, a girl named Michelle Carver has just been caught with drugs. Her mother's on the way over. I was just about to mention it to Mr. Barella.
What will Barella do?
Well, it was cocaine. I guess he'll call the police.
Why don't we hold off on that?
What's up?
Half the students are in the gym protesting police on campus.
I don't know where the other half are, but they're not in class.
Wonderful. Got a slight problem, Dr. Taylor. I'm afraid it needs your immediate attention.
Morning.
I'm the guy you want to talk to. I'm the new principal. Let us in.
Attention, please!
Why don't you lose the pigs, man? Get the cops off the campus.
Yeah, no more cops! No more cops!
It's all yours, Doctor.
I absolutely agree. I heard that. No more cops. All right, come on down. Climb down, man. Okay, all right.
I want to thank you for that warm welcome. Look, I've only been your principal now for, it's about 14 minutes. But I can tell you, I don't want cops in this school any more than you do.
Yeah, man? Then why don't you do something about the illegal searches in our lockers, man?
I don't feel like getting shot at just because I'm going to my locker, man.
I don't know what you're worried about. It's my office that's got the bullet holes in the wall. We got some real problems here. Now I know your feelings about some of them. They won't be ignored. But if you don't want to go to class, don't go to school. I got better things to do than hang out here.
What do you think you were doing up there? You don't give them a choice about going to school or anything. You tell them what to do.
Playing dictator's not my style, Mr. Barella.
Well, your style is not the way things are done here.
I'll take responsibility for whatever happens.
I'm not that guy totally checked out. I want to know just exactly what kind of schools hired him.
Well, our superintendent doesn't seem too happy.
Hey, what's your name?
What's it to you, huh?
I just have a feeling that you and I are gonna get to know each other. And after a while, I'm gonna get real tired of calling you, hey, you.
What are you doing? Is this some kind of joke or something?
Aren't you late for class, Miss Warren?
You listen to me, Cade. If you're not out of here, and I mean soon, I'm going to turn you in. I won't be a part of this.
Julie, I can run this school. I can certainly run it better than it was being run.
How can I get through to you?
Oh, today is a bad day, but talk to my secretary, make an appointment, and then we can see each other. I love you.
Cade.
The name is Dr. Taylor, but you can call me Jack. All taken care of.
Oh, by the way, Mrs. Carver and her daughter are waiting in your office.
Who?
Well, she's the one who was caught with the cocaine.
Oh, right. What is the school's policy on drugs again?
Well, the incident's investigated. Usually the police are called, and there's a possibility of juvenile hall.
Okay. Thank you, John. So, where'd you get the coke?
Wasn't mine. Okay, I was holding it for somebody, and I was just stupid enough to get caught.
Well, tell him whose it is.
Can't do that.
Why not? Why should you take the blame for somebody
Would you
else?
just butt out of it, okay?
You were a good swimmer. Why'd you drop the team?
I don't have time to swim.
I don't know what she does with her time. She doesn't tell me.
Would you just stop hanging over me?
Michelle, cool it. You just calm down.
I'm divorced.
Oh, man.
And I work all day. She doesn't realize that it's hard on me, too. I'm only one person. And I have a lot of responsibilities. Her father doesn't always make...
Well, would you just stop bringing him into it? I'm sick and tired of hearing about you and your problems.
Last summer, she applied for a job as an airline stewardess. She was only 15.
Does being a stewardess appeal to you?
I just needed a job, that's all.
She does crazy things like that. People are still calling the house because they think she's Michael Jackson's sister.
Mrs. Carver, I'd like to talk to Michelle alone.
You know, you could go to court. Maybe even to juvenile hall. I hear it's a pretty rough place. Of course, I could fix it so you don't have to go.
Look, don't do me any favors.
Don't flatter yourself.
So what's the hitch?
Just get yourself together in the classroom. Put down the drugs. Start swimming again. Make the team.
That's it?
Come to my office once a week and talk.
About what?
Life.
Well, my life isn't that interesting.
Well, maybe we can do something to change that. I'm on to you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, it takes one to know one, Mr. Principal.
Maybe. Good morning! What a surprise seeing you here! Yeah. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? Oh.
So what is it with you, Cade? Does the whole world have to love you?
No, just one person will do.
You're not going to get away with it, Cade. I don't care how many books you read, you're going to be arrested. I don't really want to be around to see it again, you know?
So what does he do, this guy you've seen?
I don't think he's the issue here.
Do you love him?
Yes. Yes, I love him. You know why? Because he's there for me. When you left me, Cade, I felt like half of me was gone. And I'm never going to feel that way again.
You don't have to.
Goodbye, Cade. If I were you, I'd walk back. You're obviously in no condition to run.
You're always so worried about me.
Come on, calm down. Out of the way, get out of the way. All right, you got an officer. What happened? I'm sorry, Dr. Taylor. I had to call the police.
You what?
I had to call the police.
You should have waited. You should have waited.
I'm sorry. Look, you better have a look at Jim. I think he got the worst of it.
What happened?
Ah, damn kid broke my nose. I grabbed him and he went crazy, started swinging. He's hiring a kite on something. Did you see him? I've never felt strength like that before.
Call a doctor for him. When it's taken care of, you take a couple of days off.
Oh, no, I've had it. I am getting out. And if I were you, I'd start looking for someone who's a cross between Mother Teresa and Conan the Barbarian.
How about a beer?
Get out of here.
Come on.
Come on, get out of here before I throw you out of here.
No beer. Thanks a lot.
What do you gotta do to get a drink around here?
Cade! Where'd you get out?
I ain't been gone long, but when you left, it got so boring. I had to get out of there.
I'm surprised you didn't stay on as work.
It crossed my mind. You're a very hard man to find. What are you doing clear out here?
Well, I'm just doing this until the chairman of the board of Standard Oil retires. You know how that goes. Look at you. Oh, boy, you look great. You look super great. I'm getting sick and tired of running after these ladies out here on the street. You know, I want somebody to greet me at the door when I get home. woman, a chicken in the oven, clean socks. That's really where it's at.
The next time I meet a woman who wants to stay up late, do a lot of laundry, cook a lot of chickens, I'm gonna send her your way.
I bet you would, too.
Sure I would.
Well, you're a good old pal, you know that? And I miss you.
Thanks.
So you're a principal, huh?
Yeah.
I sure would have liked to have been around when you pulled that one off.
Oh, I wish you had. It was good. Matthew, I need your help.
Okay, I'm listening.
I want you to be my vice principal.
You gotta be kidding.
I am not kidding. I'm serious. I'm very serious.
I never even graduated high school.
Oh, who cares? I can take care of that. That's not a problem.
You're out of your mind.
I'm not crazy.
Look, I know that you're one of the best friends I ever had. I'm not gonna let you talk me into going back to prison. I mean, you talked me into a lot of things before, but I'm not gonna let you talk me into this one. I mean that.
Mr. Parker received his BS from Florida University. He then went on to Michigan State, where he earned his master's degree in secondary education. He has served as a vice principal for 6 years before coming here. I've asked Mr. Parker to say a few words to us. Just be cool and read the paper.
Thank you very much. I can't remember when I've had as nice a reception from a faculty. I fully understand the immense challenges that lie ahead for me here at Andrews. I've given my allegiance and loyal support to your fine principal, Dr. Taylor. I will do my best to serve him and you here at Andrews. Thank you.
Question, Mr. Parker. Since there have been major student protests about police being in our school, and obviously our school guards aren't doing the job, what kind of policy would you implement to alleviate the situation that brought about your predecessor's premature retirement?
Could you repeat that question, please?
How would you stop the rise in violence before it gets out of control?
I'm glad you asked that. It's been my experience that head cracking only begets more head cracking. What I mean is, what we have here is a cause and effect situation. The students see you as a direct cause of their problem. The effect is they don't rely on your authority. Now, if you plainly show your genuine interest and willingness to talk out the problems between you and them, things might be different. Better, I think. Just remember, if you are truly and justly in control, it won't be necessary for any head cracking. Nobody will have to mess with nobody. I got inspired. That's not gonna happen every time. This is ridiculous. This isn't going to work, Cade.
It will work. It will. You just have to stop thinking of yourself as Matthew Raines. You are Marvin Parker, an educated man. Marvin Parker, a master of the language. Just remember that and think.
What are we doing here anyway? I hate being back in high school. Isn't there some other way you can get this girl? I mean, it'd be a hell of a lot easier on all of us.
Look, we're here now. Let's do a good job.
Don't worry about it. We'll find somebody to fill in for you. You just get right back into bed and do what I said. Remember, it has to be hot with lots of lemon. Right. Bye-bye.
Have you found out anything yet?
Yes, Mr. Perella. I was informed that after Dr. Taylor received his degree, he took a position as vice principal at the Whitewood Academy in Albany.
Go on.
Well, that's it. That's all I have. I'll call the Whitewood Academy.
What a good idea.
All right, Marvin, those halls out there are all yours.
Right, okay, Mr. Parker, did you say you went to Florida State or Florida University?
You.
Good school.
Oh, Mr. Parker, Dennis Spector just called in sick. Somebody's got to take his classes, and that's usually your assignment. His classroom's upstairs, Botwin Hall, room 203. He teaches biology.
Well, since this is Mr. Parker's first day, I think he ought to get to know the place, so I'll take that class. Okay. Yes. Did you want to talk to me, Mr. Barella?
Oh, no, it can wait. You have a class to teach.
That's right. Botwin Hall, room what?
203.
203. If you need me, just beep.
Call Florida University, find out everything you can about Parker.
Okay, kids, save it for the motel. Get back to class before you're late. When I tell you to get back to class, move!
Gentlemen, you've got 5 seconds to vacate these premises. 4, 3, 2.
All right, hold it. Come on, hold it down. Hold it.
Thank you. All right. So, does anybody know what Mr. Spector's last lesson was about?
He was into reproducing.
Evolution and natural selection. Huh. Do you know there's a theory that in reproduction, each species is constantly trying to improve itself, trying even to perfect itself. It's just amazing how often we're reminded that this is only a theory.
Hey, Tony! Hey, man, what are you doing here? I've been looking everywhere for you.
Look, I just gotta meet somebody. I'll catch up with you later, Steady.
Hey, look who's here, Michelle. It's been a long time, Michelle. Sorry, I only brought enough for one.
So what? I didn't want any anyway.
Hey, what's with you lately, Michelle? Are you getting it from somebody else?
I'm just trying to cool down. Is there a crime in that?
No, there's no crime in that. But lately I've been hearing stories how you and that new principal are buddy-buddy. Michelle, what do you and Taylor find so interesting to talk about?
I don't think that's any of your business.
Oh, well, you're wrong. See, I think it is my business. And I also think that it's not the healthiest thing in the world for you to be doing together.
Come on, just lay off her, Snyder, all right?
I didn't hear anybody
Hey!
talking to you, man.
Hey, what's going on here?
All right, let's have it.
Hey, man, I'm clean. Search me.
All right, come on.
Hey, don't look at me, man. I was playing softball, so what's the hassle?
Now, what are you doing here?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just keeping score.
All right, I want you out of here. This is off limits, okay?
All right, man. Since when?
Oh, since now.
Just asking. Ciao.
It was a lousy game, anyway.
Hey.
Yeah.
I want you to know I'm holding it all together. I just taught biology.
Well, good. I'm glad to see you're taking to the job.
Yeah, to tell you the truth, I had no idea it would be this much fun.
Oh, by the way, I like your new assistant, Mr. Parker.
He's a good man. He'll get the job done. So, are you free for dinner tonight?
I happen to have a dinner engagement with a person who has an actual job that he actually went to school to learn. I know that that may sound incredibly provincial to you, but I like it that way.
So what does this person actually do?
He's a dentist.
Oh, that must be interesting.
Yes.
Hmm. So what do? You sit around and talk about root canal?
I ought to turn you in.
But you won't.
Don't be so sure.
I'm doing a good job. Everything's going to turn out fine. So tell me, does this guy have hairy nostrils?
What?
Most dentists have hairy nostrils. Haven't you noticed?
Oh, sorry. My allergies are really affecting me today. Oh.
Ragweed?
No, my receptionist brought her dog into work today. She's taking him to the vet over lunch to get some shots. Of course, I'm the one who should be getting shots. I can't get within 10 feet of that little rascal.
That's a shame.
Yeah, you know, Julie would love to have a dog, but I told her it's either me or the animal.
Oh, I guess she went for you, huh?
Well, there's no accounting for some people's taste, right? Okay, let's have a look here. Yeah.
Swimmers, take your marks. Go!
Hello.
Hi.
Let's go get something to eat.
Where do you want to go?
I'll swim.
Tony. Tony.
How you doing?
First big meet's Tuesday.
Ready?
Think so.
Good. Why didn't you come to my office today? You know, our agreement was once a week.
You know, talking to you puts me in a funny position.
With who?
Nobody. You know, it's just that talking to the principal,
Is viewed as suspicious.
well, it's not your everyday thing, you know. Sometimes I just can't wait to get out of here. No offense.
Well, I'm not offended. I've only been here 2 weeks.
Dr. Taylor, what do you do when people expect you to act the same way you used to? I mean, I just don't feel like hanging out anymore.
You tell them that.
Yeah, right. And end up with no friends?
Michelle, you look good in swim practice.
Thanks.
Try it again, man. Nice catch, huh? Hi.
How are your teeth?
Good. We may have a small problem with one filling. He may have to take it out, replace it next visit.
I want to talk to you now.
I'll be right back, guys. He complimented me on my flossing.
Stop it! You had no business going there. That's my personal life.
Julie, he's listed with information.
I'm leaving.
Well, what do you mean? Where are you going?
I'm taking a leave of absence, and I'm getting married.
I don't believe you.
Getting out of here, Cade, because it's quite obvious that you intend to stay. And I don't have the strength to turn you in, and I'm not going to stay around and watch you go to prison.
I'm not going to prison. Julie, you love me. Why do you keep trying to run away from that?
You want everyone to love you. Look at this playing touch football with the kids. You have to be everything to everybody. You have to prove that you can be the best, that you can do it better.
I'm playing football because I like to play football.
Fine. Do whatever you want to do. Be whatever you want to be. Cade, it's your life. Ruin it. I just don't want to be around to see it.
Mr. Burrell, I have that information for you. Yes, the Whitewood Academy told me that Dr. Taylor left there to become principal at the high school in Twin Pines. I called there and found out that after 4 years he had to take a leave of absence to go into the hospital. I don't know which hospital. They're calling me back. Right. Thank you. Bye.
I don't suppose my new textbooks have come in yet.
Oh, not yet, John. I'm sorry.
Say, Joe, did I just hear you say that Dr. Taylor was in the hospital?
It was a long time ago. I don't know what it was.
We never gets to look at him. Of course, after running this place for a while, we'll probably have to go back in.
Wedding present.
What is this?
This is a puppy. I just couldn't resist. I was going to get you an automatic 10-cup coffee maker, and then I saw this little face. Look at that. And I know how much you like dogs, so it just seemed right.
She's very cute.
She's a he.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh. I thought he could make a better apology than I could. Julie, I want you to know that I heard what you said. And I wish you all the luck and happiness in the world. You deserve it.
It means a lot to me that you said that. But I can't keep this puppy.
You're kidding. I told him all about you. I got his hopes up.
No. Cade. What am I supposed to do with him when I'm on my honeymoon?
Put off the wedding till he's a little older, and then he can go along with you.
Right. I don't think so.
All right, then. I'll take care of him until you get back.
Why are you doing this?
Because I knew how much you'd like to have this dog. And I think it's the least I can do.
That's Larry.
Oh, great. I can't wait to see his face. This is a real guy's dog.
No, I can't keep him. Why don't you take the dog and go in the kitchen?
What, you mean like hide?
Look.
Hey, I got a reason to be here. I'm your boss.
It would be a lot easier if you would just stay in the kitchen, and then we'll leave and you can let yourself out.
Can I even congratulate the guy?
Hi.
Hi, Munchkin. Ooh, sorry I'm late. I had a wisdom tooth extraction that... Oh!
Bless you. Look, I'll just get my coat and we'll go.
Oh, yeah, thanks. You know, and just as I was beginning to walk out the door, somebody came in with a temporary crown that had fallen.
Bless you.
Have you had this apartment cleaned this week?
Yesterday.
Oh, remind me to check your air conditioning filter.
Thanks. It's good.
Oh, God, this is unbelievable. I can feel my eyes getting red already. Maybe I better take an antihistamine just in case. doesn't make me sleepy.
Oh, look, why don't you just go relax and I'll get it for you.
Thanks. Oh, wait, I'll get some water.
No, I'll get the water.
Oh, no, I just want to get something to snack on, you know.
There's a puppy in there.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, hi. Hi. I was just getting the puppy some water. Poor little guy. Julie found him wandering around the schoolyard and called me. Don't worry, I'll find out who he belongs to.
You know, I really wish I could keep him, but...
You and my allergist must be in conspiracy. Excuse me, I have to take a pill.
I'm sorry, Julie, I made a mistake.
I meant what I said. It's over.
We'll miss you.
I'll miss you too.
Today lunch is on me. Where do you want to go?
Let's go have some sushi. It's a great place down the street.
Sounds terrible.
Great atmosphere.
I don't want that.
Hey, Michelle! Here. I don't think this is going to be breaking any rules. Michelle, come on, Michelle. You don't trust me, do you?
You're right. I don't.
Listen, Michelle, you know, maybe you don't want us as your friends. Far be it for me to know the reason of that. But no matter what Taylor tells you, we're not your enemies either.
That's right.
Scout's up.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
Here it goes.
Hey, Schneider, come here. Clean up this mess.
Yeah, sure. Okay, guys, clean up detail.
No. I'm talking to you, Schneider.
You talking to me? Me?
You heard me.
And stay away from Michelle Carver. Otherwise, this could be a permanent career for you.
You got that?
Yeah. Yeah, I got that.
Good.
Your little friend, Michelle, we are going to teach her a lesson. We're going to teach her to keep her mouth shut. Yeah. You finish it. Pretty clever, huh?
What?
Well, in case you didn't hear, Taylor came down on me hard today. That's right, he gave me this order to stay away from you. Michelle, I thought we were friends.
Look, man, I didn't say anything to him.
Well, you didn't.
No.
Sure. Sure.
Can I see something a second?
What?
Open your gear bag.
What for?
You know what for, just open it.
Come on! I don't believe this. You had no right to go through my purse like that.
What do you mean, no right? It's my job. I'm doing my job. This is a second offense, you know. I think procedure says you call the police already.
Do you mind letting me handle this? Michelle, how did this happen? Michelle?
Look, I told you it was not mine. Somebody planted it.
Who? Tell me who planted it.
I don't know.
Michelle, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to scratch you from the meat tonight.
Oh, come on, Sam! That's it! Look, man, we made a deal. Now, I kept clean. You gotta believe me.
Michelle, I just have to find out. Michelle!
I'm calling the police. No, don't.
Check the parking lot.
Tony, where's Snyder?
Michelle, what's the matter?
Come on, I asked you where he was. It's not gonna kill you to tell me.
Calm down. And what are you gonna do if you find him anyway? Beat him up?
Yeah, thanks for all the help, Tony. I don't know what I would have done without you lately.
Wait a minute. Well, you know, you didn't do me any favors by making that deal with Taylor. You know, they were after you from the beginning for that. At least I protected you.
You protected me? Yeah. Oh, come on, don't make me laugh.
Wait a minute.
Somebody looking for me or what?
What did you do?
Hey, I didn't do anything to you, Michelle. I'm not the guy you're looking for. I didn't kick you off the team. Michelle! Come on, everybody knows. Taylor's just using you to show us all what a great guy he is.
Come on, Michelle, get with it. It's the principal. You think he's on your side? Huh?
No.
Michelle, listen.
I don't know about anything anymore.
Michelle, I don't know what to tell you. Except that it's over. So just forget about it. You won't believe the stuff I just got my hands on. Definite zero gravity. What do you say, Tony?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right. Let's get ripped.
All right.
Oh, no. I'm going straight past ripped and right on to wasted.
All right.
Dr. Taylor, there's really no reason for you to wait around here. I know Michelle, and she's not coming back.
Okay. Thanks. Hi.
Hi.
I thought you were leaving.
Yeah, I am in a way.
How are you? Did you find her?
No, the kids wouldn't tell me anything. What did you find out?
Nothing. I went to her house. Her mother hasn't heard from her.
Dr. Taylor, at this point, I really think you should call the police.
No. Mm-mm. No, I don't want to do that. We'll find her.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Come on, give me your hand.
Come on.
Michelle.
Michelle! 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 Get an ambulance! Michelle!
Michelle.
She'll pull through.
Yeah, I know. You were right. I wasn't holding it together at all.
You tried with her. I know that.
Anyway, the charade is over.
Cade, I'm not gonna go away. I'm gonna stay and help you.
No. Julie, I love you, but I started this on my own, and I'll end it on my own. All right?
All right.
You did it to her.
Hey, man, I didn't do nothing, okay?
No, you knew she had enough.
Just relax.
You just kept on giving it to her like it was candy.
Hey, man, Tony, listen to me, man. Nobody had a gun to her head forcing her to take anything. Man, down.
You were there, man. Now, why don't you just cool out for now?
That's right. Why didn't you try and stop her? You were right there.
I tried.
What?
I tried.
Man, give us a
Sure
break.
you did, right. Sure you did. Let's try somewhere else.
Hey, Snyder, what coming, man? Come on, get off me. Get off, pull out, man. Come on, Tony, get him off me, man. Get off him, Tony. Come on, easy, man. Easy. You're finished, man. Finished. All right. Get him off, you guys. Get him off. Get him off. All right, go back, man. Come on. All right.
Hold on to him, I'll call the cops.
Cops? What do you mean? What for?
Drug dealing, Snyder.
Listen, man, she did it to herself. I didn't do anything.
Well, then you got nothing to worry about.
All right. Now do yourselves a big fat favor. Turn around and get back to class.
Come on.
You all right?
Come on, let's go.
Is he in?
No, he's not here yet, Mr. Barella. He should be here any minute.
Well, he better be.
Mr. Barella, I have this file for you, but it's
Did you
it's
see
a little
this?
mixed up.
Without a doubt, the most serious problem facing Andrews is drugs. Where is he?
Mr. Barella, would you please look at this file? I have this for you.
I want you to know you have nearly every parent in the community in a state of hysteria with this.
Good. That's what it takes to wake them up to the problem.
Andrews is not the drug capital of America. You have gone and blown this whole thing so far out of proportion, they are demanding action. And if they don't get it, they vote in a new school board. Of course, in 6 months, the whole thing is forgotten, except by those of us who are now out of work.
So what would you have me do? Deny the problem exists and that a 16-year-old girl almost died of a drug overdose so we can all live happily with our cushy little jobs? Is that what you want?
What I want is for you to appear this afternoon in front of the school board's emergency session.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Burrell. I have much more important things to do. Joan, I'll check in with you later today or tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Dr. Taylor.
Dr. Taylor? Dr. Taylor, you're making a big mistake!
I suppose you want to know where Cade is, right?
Cade?
Mm-hmm.
So, who does that make you?
This place has just about wiped me out today. Excuse me.
going on around here anymore.
Joan, they're going to canonize you as saint. Hey, did you find out why Dr. Taylor's in the hospital?
Well, sort of. And I tried to tell Mr. Barella, but I never got a chance. You wouldn't believe it. They told me it was double bypass surgery.
What?
Yeah, and there were complications, and he got pneumonia.
Gee, he looks like such a healthy guy.
Right. That's why I was so surprised when they told me he died.
What? That's crazy. Obviously, there's a mix-up somewhere. I'm glad I'm not a patient in that hospital. Well, listen, where did he work before he came here? Maybe I ought to check with them.
Well, it was Strickland Consulting, and they talked to those people when they first hired him. What Mr. Barella wants are the schools that he worked at. But you know something, John? I'm only one person. I have other responsibilities, and I can't devote all my time to this.
But why does he do it? Why does he have to pretend to be someone else?
Well, he probably should have been an actor like his old man, except that he didn't have very much respect for him when he walked out on him. But I gotta hand it to Cade, you know? Most of us try to get by in this life. But he lives life like an adventure.
Yes, he does. Look, it worries me that he didn't even tell you where he's going. I want to know if he's okay. I don't want him to end up back in jail.
I just knew you couldn't stay away from this place.
How you been, Henry?
Bored. I got nobody to talk to. Nobody reads anymore. But you know, I get the feeling you didn't come all the way up here just to discuss modern literature with me.
Henry, I need your help.
Well, come on, Henry. You gonna help me or not? I don't know, Cade. Sounds to me like you're just getting yourself further into it. You know, if I were you, I'd plead the job was too much for me. Say I had an ulcer, preferably a bleeding one, and I'd beat a quick retreat from Mexico. Hey, you ever been to Cabo San Lucas?
Henry, I can't do it. Look, all I want to find out is how the drugs are getting into the school.
Hey, the kids buy them. They're all over the place. We can get them right here in prison. You think they're gonna have a hard time getting them out on the street? I think you're going about it the wrong way. You're thinking too small.
So how should I be thinking?
Well, you want to start with the guy at the top and filter down. Don't waste your time with the nickel and dime stuff. You want to get the guy that's getting it to them.
Okay, how do I do that?
Hey, Cade, drugs are not my business.
Henry, that puts me right back where I started from. I don't even know where to begin.
All right. Against my better judgment, I'll give you one name. He's a big-time dealer in the city. His name is Fox.
I'll give him your regards.
Dr. Taylor, I'm from the Ledger Citizen. Could I have a word with you?
Excuse me, will you? Marv, we got something real important to take care of.
Okay, just 1 minute.
Yeah, all right.
Dr. Taylor, Mr. Barella wants you to call him immediately. He was here again yesterday.
I'd like to
looking
ask you
for
about Michelle Carver. Now, her mother said you spoke with her every week. Would you care to comment, sir?
No, I wouldn't. Let's get out of here.
We're going to try and make a drug buy from the main supplier.
You know, it would help if you tried to think of some way of getting us out of this mess instead of deeper.
We're not actually going to make the buy. We just have to look the part.
Hey, those are not the kind of people you play pretend games with. They find out you're messing with them like that, they'll cut you into the action, all right down to the bone.
No, wait. Look, Matt, we don't want to be cut into the action, but if we play this right, we'll get what we want.
Yeah, well, what do we want?
We want the guy on the local end.
And how are you gonna get him?
Lowball him.
You like it? I hate it.
Matt, I need you to make this work.
No way. Not for you, not for nobody.
Hey, Matt!
And I mean it, Cade. This is the end of the line for me. This is where I get out.
size of that dude?
Yeah. We're cool. We're fine, Mr. Davis. We are absolutely fine. Mr. Fox, I'm Paul Ritchie. Mr. Ritchie, this is Mr. Davis.
Mr. Davis, Henry tells me you're good people. I want you to know, coming from him, that means something to me. We go back a long way.
Well, he is the best. And I want you to know that we appreciate your taking out the time to see us and talk with us, particularly after the problems that we had in New Orleans.
Relocation's never easy, no matter what line of work you're in, is it? You guys had lunch?
Did you have lunch?
Regular hot dog.
Mr. Fox, if you don't mind, I'm going to get right down to business. Now, as I'm sure you are aware, there has been a great influx of new residents in this area. Many of them are from our former region. Now, we don't want to step on anybody's toes, but we honestly feel that with our contacts, we can best serve this community.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. Gentlemen, can I get you anything?
Mr. Davis?
No.
Well, what I really need to know is the volume of business you're talking about.
I see. Well, of course, it would only be a rough estimate at the moment, but we feel that once we are established, we'd be doing in the neighborhood of, say, 5 to 10,000 a month. Maybe 15.
Mr. Ritchie.
Paul.
Paul. I want to be honest with you. I think we've got a misunderstanding here. I don't know what Henry told you about me, but that's much too small a figure for me to be wasting my time with.
I see.
However, I could put you in contact with someone who's working more your side of the street in that price range. What's the East Park area?
Wouldn't we like to stay out of the night trade spots?
We surely would.
Yeah, I got it. The slice you want is over by that big old school. Well, just give me your phone number, and I'll have somebody get back to you and with your contact.
Well, I can't tell you how much we appreciate this.
Who is it?
Cade? It's me, Julie. Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
Come in, please.
Thanks. I, been, trying to get a hold of you for a couple of days. Where have you been?
I had a few things to take care of, so I took a breather and I took a couple of days off.
Things aren't working out with Larry.
You mean I have to find a new dentist?
Yeah. Yes. I should have known better than to try to get you out of my life.
Julie, could we get together in a couple of hours?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just have something that I have to handle, and I don't want you involved in it.
Involved in what? What are you doing?
I can't tell you right now, but I can tell you in a couple of hours.
Cade, I want to help. What is it?
I can't tell you.
Hello? Yeah?
Right. Go ahead.
What? No, I got it. Thank you. I don't believe it.
coincidence. I was just going to come down to your office.
It wouldn't by any chance be about an early retirement, would it?
Retirement? Hardly.
No, I guess you wouldn't want to blow a great cover like this. But then again, with all that extra money rolling in, it must get harder and harder in the evenings to grade papers and plan exams.
Well, what do you know? Somebody gets an A for his extracurricular work.
It doesn't bother you in the least to be the one supplying these kids with drugs, does it?
If not me, they'll just get it from somebody else.
Not anymore, Dolan. It's over.
No, I don't think so. That unless you feel like doing some time yourself. Oh, but then that's more in your line, isn't it? You know, there's some very nice people over at Strickler Consulting who want to know why you left your job so suddenly, Mr. Malloy. I guess janitorial work just isn't what it's cracked up to be, huh? But then an ex-con can't afford to be too choosy. Now, what I mean is I can understand why you'd want to have the kind of job you have here. It's just too bad that it involves fraud and embezzlement.
I get the picture.
Good. Just so we understand each other.
Hold it, Mr. Dolan. You know, an extra $15,000 or so a month. That sounds good to me, and to my vice principal. We want in.
Yeah, well, I'll have to think about that.
Do that. Good day, Mr. Dolan.
You know, I've been thinking. You know, this is the first scam of yours I've liked. I mean, think about it, $15,000 a month. First month a new car, the second month a new boat, the third, we invest, and the fourth month we go to Rio. What do you think about that?
What about real estate?
Well, the market is a little bit shaky right now, you know, with prime interest rates and all. Probably what we need to do is get ourselves an investment counselor.
Got a great mind for business, Marv.
Coming from you, that's okay.
Thanks.
Morning.
Hi.
I thought about your proposition.
And?
It's good. I like it. Keeps everything status quo.
But we want to see if it's safe first.
We wouldn't want to go back to prison for the rest of our lives, you know.
No, I wouldn't think so. I don't want to go to prison either. That's why I thought a lot about what I'm doing. I only work with people I can trust.
So, what's the next step?
My, we're eager, aren't we? Just be at Lake Park next Saturday at 3.
Is that it?
That's it.
Well, he's got to be kidding. Is this where the exchange is going to be made?
I don't know. Maybe we're going to meet him here and go somewhere else.
Hey, so you made it! Great day, huh?
Yeah, great day. What are we doing here?
Playing softball.
Well, you guys do play, don't you?
What do you think?
I want to play short. Let's go along with him. He's got to have something in mind.
That explains it right there. All right.
on, you guys. Let's play ball.
Come on, Marvin, let's play ball.
We're winning. Let's get going. Go. Come on.
Right in. Come on.
Good eye. Yeah. Baby Brown.
All right.
Come on, man. That's a two-bagger.
Yeah, we got him a powder puff. Yeah, let's get the girls out.
You're up. All we need is one, and it's ours. Thanks.
We've been here for an hour and a half. What the hell's going on?
I wish I knew.
If you're pulling our strings on this one, my boy, I'm gonna slam down on you so hard you're gonna bounce.
Raymond Chandler.
What?
You stole that line from Raymond Chandler.
This isn't funny, my boy. You're in big trouble.
I got inspired! Yeah. I hope you stay inspired. Something better happen fast here or we're in deep trouble.
That was a good game.
Hey, great game, you guys. Nice having you on the team.
All right, what now?
All right, go home.
And what about the exchange?
Where do you want to go?
That was the whole point of bringing you guys out here. You don't get it. Nobody will. Hey, man, what's going on?
Well?
Hey, holiday.
Saturday?
Yeah, right.
Why don't the both of you come with us?
Hey, wait a minute. He came with first and third. He's leaving with second.
The bases! It's the bases! Get first! Hey! Hey!
Down! Hold him down! Raise up! Raise up!
Put the cuffs on.
Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
You go down there, you go over there and get this car out of here.
Oh, I lost him, man.
You lost him.
He's fast. I lost him. There he is.
All right, look.
I just love baseball, don't you?
Could have had it all. Don't worry about me. I'll be just fine.
See you later.
Sorry, guys. It's gotta be.
Oh, I didn't want to be a vice principal. I wanted to be a bartender. I was happy being a bartender.
You were one of the fine vice principals of our day, Marv.
You're not my principal, you're not my vice principal. I'm a little confused. All right, let me try to get this straight. Now, you said you were Dr. Taylor, but there is no Dr. Taylor, correct?
Yes, there is, but he's dead.
Well, then who worked at Strickland Consulting?
I did.
As Dr. Taylor?
No, as Cade Malloy.
But I spoke to the head of Strickland about Dr. Taylor.
That was me. But I was merely a janitor.
And who are you?
No.
Matthew Raines and Cade Malloy, please step forward. Because of your felonious and inexcusable behavior and your prior convictions, I hereby sentence you to 5 years in the state penitentiary. However, there are some mitigating factors that should be taken into consideration. Namely, that your actions have benefited the community. I am therefore going to suspend the sentence with the following conditions: that you work full-time in a community service capacity under your own names, and with the stipulation that this time you acquire the necessary credentials. I see that you're only 12 units away from completing your degree in education, Mr. Malloy. That shouldn't be too difficult. Also, you were to report twice a month to your probation officer, without fail. Case dismissed.
Statement from the office of the superintendent in a couple of days.
I've been asked to do some talks at various schools and clubs about drug abuse. And, there's an offer for Metro Magazine. That'll have to be off the record. We're still in the good negotiations.
Do you need some help here? What do you got? Do I know you? What are you doing for dinner tonight?
I can discuss with you my career possibilities. My future looks very bright.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, I'm gonna pick you up right after school.
Okay.
We might have some celebrating to do.
Why?
I might have a job.
What?
A real job with
What
my
is
own
it?
name. Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
You can't
It's
leave
working
it
with kids. But I don't want to talk about it right now. It'll jinx it.
Cade!
I'll tell you later. Bye.
Julie! How's everything going with Cade?
Fine. He just finished getting his credit hours.
Uh-huh.
And there might be a possibility of a real job.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, well, I certainly hope it works out. Excuse me.
So do I.
You know, Jeff, my personal preference for you is aviation. Definitely aviation, given your aptitude. But then, of course, like I told you earlier, I'm very partial to aviation, having spent some time as a bush pilot. Oh, here's the pamphlet. Aviation International School of Aeronautics. Hi. And if you're going to be an aviator, you'll need a plane. So this has got a lot of planes in it. I mean, oh, look at them. They're just great, man. Look, that's a good one. Why don't you take those pamphlets, look them over for about a week, come back and see me, and man, look, good luck with your career.
Thank you.
Okay. Hi. You'll need an appointment.
I don't believe it.
You know, I never felt that teaching was the career for you.
No.
No. It's not.
For example, have you ever considered dancing? As a career?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
That's great, because I always thought of you as a ballerina. You have toe shoes? I want to see these. Do a little step. Come on, do a little step. Come on! Do a little step!